Hi, hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to today's complete newspaper analysis. Welcome to today's complete page-wise analysis of the Hindu newspaper dated 10th June 2026. Today's newspaper contains several important topics that many aspirants are likely to miss, but these topics can be crucial for UPSC, SSC, banking, railway and state public service commission exams. In the next few minutes, we will cover all the important news, editorials, and exam oriented points in a simple and easy to understand manner. So, stay with me till the end because we will also discuss some high impact topics that can directly help you in exam preparation. Keep your notes ready and let's begin today's The Hindu newspaper analysis. Let's start with page number 1. The important article from page number 1 was the first important article was this one. Congress RS nomination rejected amid chaos in Madhya Pradesh. If you see the importance of this article, Rajya Sabha elections are frequently asked in UPSC polity. Returning officers powers and nomination scrutiny are important constitutional processes. Cross-voting and anti-defection issues remain relevant in Indian politics. Election Commission related controversies are important for GS2. SSC, Banking and State Public Service Commission frequently ask factual questions about Rajya Sabha elections. Questions have appeared on Rajya Sabha elections, Election Commission, anti-defection law, Representation of the People Act and constitutional bodies. If we see key themes related to this topic are Rajya Sabha election process, returning officer, Election Commission of India, anti-defection issues, cross-voting and electoral reforms. The possible question areas are election of Rajya Sabha members, single transferable vote system, returning officers functions, anti-defection law and power of election commission. Please go through this one. These are the possible question areas of this topic. Move on to next important article of this page was this. CID searches residence of Mamta, Trinamool office. If you see the importance of this article, role and powers of investigative agencies are important for GS2. Rule of law is a core constitutional principle. Political accountability and criminal investigations often appear in mains. Federal issues involving state agencies are important for governance studies, and it is useful for ethics and governance case studies. The questions have appeared on rule of law, criminal investigation system, federal governance, police reforms, and accountability mechanisms. The key themes related to this topic are rule of law, investigative agencies, criminal investigation, accountability in governance, federal administrative structure. If you see possible question areas from this topic are CID versus CBI, state police powers, criminal investigation procedures, and constitutional principles of equality before law. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Please go through this one. Next important article from this page. Yeah, these are the only two important articles from this page. Move on to page number 2. Those who are new to this channel, please do like, share and subscribe. We are very near to 100 members family. We need only 4 members to become 100 members family. Please do subscribe and give your support. Thank you. From page number 2, this article was important. Officials directed to increase heat relief vans cooling spots. If you see the importance of this article, heat waves are recurring UPSC environment topic. Climate adoption measures are increasingly important in governance. Heat action plans are being implemented by many Indian states. Urban resilience and disaster management are important GS3 topics. Frequently appears in UPSC essay and disaster management questions. Questions have appeared on from this topic. Questions have appeared on heat waves, urban climate vulnerability, disaster management, climate adoption, and NDMA guidelines. Please go through this one. The key themes related to this topic are heat action plan, urban climate resilience, heat wave management, disaster preparedness, and climate adoption. These are the key themes related to this topic. The possible question areas from this topic are heat wave definition, NDMA heat wave guidelines, urban heat island effect, and disaster risk reduction. Please go through this topic. These are the possible 4 question areas from this article. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this one? CM, existing houses in O zone won't be raised. If you see the importance of this article, Yamuna floodplain conservation is an important environmental topic. Urban planning and ecological protection frequently appears in UPSC. Judicial intervention in environmental governance is important for GS2. Floodplain management is increasingly relevant amid climate risk. Useful case study for sustainable urban development. Questions have appeared on wetlands, floodplains, urbanization, environmental governance, and sustainable development. Next, move on to key themes related to this topic are Yamuna floodplains, eco-sensitive zone, sustainable urbanization, environmental governance, and High Court intervention. The possible question areas of this topic are floodplain ecology, eco-sensitive zone, Yamuna river basin, and urban land regulation. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Next, move on to other important article from this page. Yeah, this one. SFI plans broader steer against Pradhan. If you see the importance of this article, education reforms are a recurring GS2 topic. NEET and NTA related issues have national significance. Governance of public examinations is important. Education policy reforms frequently appear in mains exam. Questions have appeared on national education policy, public education, human capital development, and educational governance. Questions have appeared on these topics. Next, if we see key themes related to the topic are NEET, NTA, education governance, examination reforms, and public education. These are the key themes related to this topic. And possible question areas are NTA, that is National Testing Agency, NEET, and education, national education policy. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this? 5 minutes response time highly unrealistic, says Chief Fire Officer. If you see the importance of this article, disaster management is a major UPSC GS3 topic. Urban safety and emergency response are governance concern. Fire safety regulations are important for urban planning and useful case study for disaster preparedness. Questions have appeared on disaster management, urban infrastructure, emerging response systems, risk reduction strategies. These are the topics on which questions have appeared. Move on to key themes: fire safety, emergency response, urban disaster risk, and disaster preparedness. These are the key themes of this topic. And if we see possible question areas of this topic are NDMA, fire safety protocols, and urban disaster management. Please go through this one. These are the possible question areas of this article. Those who are new to this channel, please do like, share and subscribe. We are very near to 100 members family. Already 96 members are in our team. We need 4 members to become 100 members family. Please give your support. Move on to next important article of this page. Yeah, these are the only important articles from this page. Move on to page number 4, state section. The important article from this page was this one. No action against AIADMK MLAs who backed TVK in flow test, says Tamil Nadu Speaker. If you see the importance of this article, anti-defection law is a frequently asked UPSC polity topic. Role and powers of the speaker are constitutional important. Floor test and legislative majority issues often appear in current affairs, relevant for understanding party discipline and political stability. Frequently asked in State Public Service Commission exams. Questions have appeared on 10th schedule, anti-defection laws, speaker's power, floor test, and legislative accountability. If we see key themes related to this topic are 10th schedule, defection politics, floor test, speaker's role, and party whip. Possible question areas from this topic are anti-defection law provisions, grounds for disqualification, powers of the speaker, and confidence motion. Please go through this one. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Move on to next important article from this page was this one. Plea in Supreme Court seeks CBI probe into horse trading. If you see the importance of this article, Article 142 is a highly important UPSC constitutional provisions. Electoral integrity is a recurring governance issue. Judicial activism and constitutional remedies are frequently asked. Relevant to anti-defection debates. Questions have appeared on Article 142. Please make a note of it. Article 142, judicial activism, separation of powers, and electoral reforms. The key themes related to this topic are Article 142, horse trading, electoral integrity, judicial review, and political ethics. These are the key themes related to this topic. And possible question areas from this topic are Article 142 is very important. Please make a note of it. And writ of mandamus and CBI jurisdiction. Please go through this topic. Move on to next important article. from this page was this one. Bengal government accepts Odisha CM's request to drop Dham from Diga temple name. If you see the importance of this article, Jagannath temple is an important cultural heritage topic, frequently relevant for art and culture sections. It demonstrates cultural diplomacy between states and useful for prelims factual questions. Questions have appeared on temple architecture, pilgrimage centers, Indian culture and religious heritage. If we see, key themes related to this topic are Jagannatha temple, Char Dham, temple heritage and cultural federalism. Possible question areas from this topic are Jagannatha temple Puri, Char Dham and Odisha culture. Please go through this one. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Move on to next important article from this page was this one. Next important article. Maharashtra cabinet note to increase departments from 33 to 45. If you see the importance of this article, administrative reforms are part of GS2. Governance efficiency is an important public administration theme and it is useful for State Public Service Commission exams. Questions have appeared on administrative reforms, good governance and public administration. Next, move on to key themes, that is administrative reforms, good governance and public administration. Please go through this topic. Move on to next important article from this page. Or this one. Next important article was this. 6 develop complications after C-section deliveries in Bikaner. If you see the importance of this article, maternal health is a recurring UPSC social sector topic. Public healthcare quality remains a major governance issue and it is relevant to SDG 3, that is good health and well-being. Key themes are maternal health, public healthcare, hospital governance and healthcare quality assurance. These are the key themes related to this topic. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this next important article was this. Saheli cards for free bus travel prove exclusive for trans persons in Delhi. If you see the importance of this article, transgender rights are an important UPSC social justice topic. Welfare delivery and inclusion are key governance themes and it is relevant for GS2 and SA section. Questions have appeared on transgender rights, social justice, welfare schemes and inclusive governance. If you see, the key themes related to this topic are Transgender Rights Act 2019, welfare inclusion, gender justice and public service delivery. Please go to this article. Next important article from this page. Yeah, these are the only important articles. From this page, next move on to next page. That is page number 6, state section. The first important article from this page was this one. High-level probe into blast at Vizag steel plant begins. If you see the importance of this article, industrial safety is increasingly important in UPSC governance and economy. PSUs remains crucial contributors to India's industrial growth. Occupational safety laws and labor welfare frequently appears in exams. Disaster management in industrial facilities is a recurring topic, and it is useful case study for ethics and governance answers. Questions have appeared on public sector undertakings, that is PSUs, occupational safety, industrial disasters, labor welfare, and industrial policy. These are the topics on which questions have appeared. Move on to key themes. Public sector undertakings, public, that is PSUs, occupational safety, industrial disasters, labor welfare, and industrial regulation. These are the key themes related to this topic. Move on to possible question areas, that is Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, RINL, and SAIL, Steel Authority of India, and labor safety frameworks. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this? Shipping Authorities Inquiry Report lists reasons for MSC ELSA 3 sinking. If we see the importance of this article, marine pollution is a core UPSC environment topic. Shipping safety is important for India's blue economy. Coastal ecosystem protection is frequently asked, and it is relevant for disaster management and environmental governance. Questions have appeared on marine pollution, blue economy, coastal regulation, and shipping and ports. If we see, the key themes related to this topic are blue economy, marine pollution, maritime safety, coastal governance, and environmental liability. These are the key themes related to this topic. And possible question areas from this topic are Directorate General of Shipping, marine pollution, and blast water system. These are the possible question areas of this topic. Those who are new to this channel, please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Already there are 96 members in our team. We need 4 members to become 100 members family. Please give your support. Thank you. Next, move on to next important article from this page. Was this? High Court permits 3 of ships crew to return to their home countries. If you see the importance of this article, maritime law is increasingly relevant for UPSC. Environmental accountability is a major governance issue, and judicial oversight in environmental matters is important. If you see, questions that have appeared on this topic are environmental governance, judicial review, and marine pollution. Questions have appeared on these topics. The key themes are maritime liability, environmental accountability, and judicial oversight. These are the key themes related to this topic. Move on to next important article from this page. was this. Money laundering case. ED summons Pinarai's daughter. If you see the importance of this article, money laundering is a frequently asked UPSC topic. Enforcement Directorate is important for prelims. Financial transparency and accountability are governance issues, and it is relevant to anti-corruption frameworks. Questions have appeared on Prevention of Money Laundering Act, that is PMLA, Prevention of Money Laundering Act, PMLA, Enforcement Directorate, SFIO, and economic offences. If you see the key themes related to this topic are PMLA, Enforcement Directorate, that is ED. Next, Financial Crime Investigation, SFIO, and Corporate Governance. These are the key themes related to this topic. The possible question areas of this topic are ED, PMLA, SFIO, and money laundering. These are the possible question areas from this article. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this Rajya Sabha poll? Natwani's nomination put on hold after Congress flags discrepancies. If you see the importance of this article, Rajya Sabha elections are important UPSC polity topics. Returning officers' powers are frequently examined, and electoral procedures are recurring current affairs themes. Questions have appeared on Rajya Sabha elections, election commission, and electoral procedures. The key themes related to this topic are Rajya Sabha elections, nomination scrutiny, returning officer, and electoral integrity. These are the key themes related to this topic. And possible question areas from this topic are election of Rajya Sabha members, single transferable vote, and returning officers functions. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Next, move on to next important article from this page. Yeah, these are the only important articles from this page. Move on to next page. It is editorial section. The first important article from editorial section was this one. New and raw. Nepal and India must avoid misspeaking on border issues. Misspeaking on border issues. If we see the importance of this topic, India-Nepal relations are a recurring UPSC GS2 topic. Border disputes frequently appears in prelims and mains. Neighborhood first policy is important for India's foreign policy. China factor in South Asia is highly relevant. Frequently asked in UPSC interview and essay section. Questions have appeared on India-Nepal relations, border disputes, neighborhood first policy, South Asian geopolitics, and China's influence in South Asia. Move on to key themes. Neighborhood first policy, Lepu Lake dispute, Limpia-Dhura issue, Kalapani dispute, India-Nepal border management, and China in South Asia. These are the key themes related to this topic. And possible question areas are Kalapani, Lepu Lake Pass, India-Nepal Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1950 and Open Border System. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this one? Securing India against the threat of a mythocalpis. If you see the importance of this article, AI is one of the hottest UPSC topics. Cybersecurity is a major GS3 syllabus area. AI governance is emerging globally, frequently appears in essays, ethics, and interview questions. And this is important for banking exams due to cyber fraud risks. And it is important for SSC and State Public Service Commission current affairs section. The questions have appeared on artificial intelligence, cyber security, data protection, emerging technologies, and digital governance. Next, move on to key themes related to this topic are artificial intelligence, generative AI, cyber security, zero-day vulnerabilities, AI safety institutions, digital public infrastructure, AI governance, and data protection. These are the key themes related to this topic. Next, move on to possible question areas. India AI mission, digital protection data protection, digital personal data protection act, digital personal data protection act, UPI, Aadhaar, cyber security framework, and zero-day vulnerability. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this one? India's road through Myanmar is one of engagement. If you see the importance of this article, India-Myanmar relations are a core UPSC IR topic. Act East policy is repeatedly asked in mains. Connectivity projects are important for GS2 and GS3. China factor is highly relevant. Northeast development is linked to Myanmar. Questions have already appeared on India-Myanmar relations, Asian connectivity, Kaladan project, and trilateral highways. Next, if we see key themes related to this topic are Act East policy, Kaladan multimodal transit project, India-Myanmar Thailand highway, Asian connectivity, China factor, North and Northeast development. These are the key themes related to this topic. Next, move on to possible question areas are Kaladan project, Sitwe port, Mori, Asian, and BIMSTEC. These are the possible question areas from this article. Move on to next important article from this page. Yeah, these are the only important articles from this page. Next, move on to next page. Those who are new to this channel, please do like, share, and subscribe. We are very near to 100 members family. We need your support to become 100 members family. Please do like and subscribe to this channel. Next important article from page number 9, opinion section was this one. One in every 3 faculty posts vacant in top technical institutes. If you see the importance of this article, higher education reforms are a major GS2 topic. Quality of education directly impacts human capital formation, and frequently used in UPSC essay and mains answer. Faculty shortages affects research and innovation ecosystems, and it is relevant for education policy and governance reforms. And this is important for State Public Service Commission and SSC Current Affairs section. Questions have appeared on NEP, that is National Education Policy, Human Capital Formation, Higher Education Governance, Research and Development, and Skill Development. Move on to key themes related to this topic are National Education Policy, Faculty Shortage, Human Capital, Research Ecosystem, Institutional Governance, and Higher Education Reforms. These are the key themes related to this topic. Possible question areas are IITs, NITs, IISERs, IIITs, and centrally funded technical institutions, that is CFTIS, centrally funded technical institutions, CFTIS. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this one? China's role in the international order. If you see the importance of this article, China remains India's biggest geopolitical challenge. Understanding China's foreign policy narrative is important. UNSC reforms and global governance are recurring UPSC themes. Taiwan issue remains a major international flashpoint, and it is useful for international relations answers. Questions have appeared on China-US relations, Taiwan Strait, UNSC, global governance, and multipolar world order. If you see, key themes related to this topic are China-US relations, Taiwan question, multipolarity, global governance, UNSC, strategic stability. These are the key themes related to this topic. Possible question areas are UNSC permanent members, Taiwan Strait, and One China policy. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Move on to next important article of this page was this one. A state without an opposition. If you see the importance of this article, role of opposition is an important GS2 topic. Parliamentary accountability frequently appears in mains. Healthy democracy requires effective opposition, and it is useful for governance and polity answers. Questions have appeared on parliamentary democracy, opposition parties, accountability mechanisms, and legislative oversights. Key themes are parliamentary democracy, opposition role, legislative accountability, and democratic institutions. These are the key themes related to this topic. Possible question areas are Rajya Sabha representation, leader of opposition, and parliamentary functions. These are the possible question areas from this topic. Please go through this one. Move on to next important article from this page. Yeah, these are the only important articles from this page. Next, move on to page number 10. Those who are new to this channel, please do like, share and subscribe. We are very near to 100 members family. Please, we need your support to become 100 members. Please do like, share and subscribe. The first important article from page number 10 was this one. A new phase in India-Nepal relations. If we see the importance of this article, India-Nepal relations are among the most frequently asked UPSC IR topics. Border disputes often appears in prelims and main section, and it is important for understanding neighborhood first policy, and it is directly relevant to security and strategic affairs. This is useful for essays and interview preparation. Questions have appeared on India-Nepal relations, Kalapani dispute, open border system, neighborhood first policy, and South Asian diplomacy. Move on to key themes related to this topic are Kalapani dispute, Lepu Lake Pass, Dhim Payadhura, Limpiadhura, neighborhood first policy, India-Nepal border, and open border system. The possible question areas from this topic are Lepu Lake Pass, Kalapani region, Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1950, and India-Nepal open border. These are the four important possible question areas from this article. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this one? Inclusive without abolition in China's Huyok system. If you see the importance of this article, China is a major UPSC international relations topic. Understanding China's governance model is increasingly important. Urbanization and migration policies are major comparative governance themes, and it is useful for essays and interview discussions. And this helps in understanding China's socio-economic transformation. Questions have appeared on urbanization, migration, Chinese governance, demographic transition, and human capital. The key themes related to this topic are Hukoyu system, internal migration, urbanization, human capital, demographic dividend, gig economy, and Chinese governance. These are the key themes related to this topic. The possible question areas are Hukoyu system, China's urbanization policy, and 5-year plans. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Move on to next important article from this page, that is news in number section. Was this one? FPI investment in government securities. If you see the exam relevance, government security, bond market, foreign portfolio investment, and capital markets. Next important data point was this one. Record high number of engineering students enrollment in Tamil Nadu. The exam relevance are higher education, technical education, and human capital. Move on to next data point was this one. Number of people killed in the cholera outbreak in Nigeria. Exam relevance: WHO, Public Health and Infectious Diseases. Move on to next important article from this page. These are the only important articles from this page. Next, we will see in the next session. With this, we end this session. See you in the part 2 of the page-wise newspaper analysis. Thank you.